Hi, today I'll show you a famous sound that was made with the VCS3 on the Pink Floyd famous track On the Run. So we will start to hear the sound, and after I will show you step by step how I did it. So let's go. Let's go to reset sound, start from scratch, and I will show how to do it. So I will use just one oscillator to not introduce phasing effect between two oscillators that are not perfectly in tune. And I will use the square wave and the sine wave. But I found that it's more useful to connect this source to the envelope signal before to connect to the filter, because if I connect before the filter and after the filter to the envelope signal, with the decay knob I will have some clicks that are not pleasant to hear. So let's start connecting this to the envelope generator. I will also connect the noise generator to the envelope, and here envelope signal going to the filter, and the filter is going to output 1 and 2. So this is the square wave without any filtering, and the octaves is set to 0. The trapezoid is on manual mode, so it's taking the gate from here or from the sequence. After I will show you. And just a little bit we need to increase the sine wave. As you can hear, will give more bottom to the sound, more low end to the sound. After we will connect the filter to the effect section, that is a reverb, just a little bit, and the reverb to the output 1 and 2. You can hear the difference. Not too much, otherwise after it will be a total chaos. Let's start to design the sequence. that is an 8-step sequence. It's starting from E. It's E, G, A, G. Here it's E, but the lowest E that I can take. After it's G, F, F, yes, G. After A, after again G. And the last 4 notes are D, but 1 octave up, C, again D, and E. All these 4 notes are 1 octave up. So let's start. Of course, the speed is not correct, the BPM is not correct. Shift and let's go to set to 165. That is the correct BPM. But now we need to close a little bit of the filter. So let's close, let's go on. And also we need to increase the resonance to around 8. Another thing that we need to do here is to connect the trapezoid to the filter frequency. So we'll give the envelope to the filter cutoff. I think that a value around 6 it's okay. Signal of course needs to be to 10 to the maximum level, attack needs to be to 0. Another thing that we need to do is to connect the oscillator number 3 that is used as an LFO to the filter frequency. So it will open and close the filter accordingly to the tune, that is the rate, talking about the LFO. This shape of the waveform that is triangular, so at 5 should be almost a perfect triangle wave, and the level of the modulation need to be around 5, 6. Now we will check how it's going better. Of course, here this switch needs to be on LPF because we will modulate just the low pass filter. Let's come back here. I want also to do another thing that is connected to the pan pot, and we will use again this oscillator number 3. First we will send to scope, so this signal can be used by input 1 and input 2 if I don't connect any cable here. And so we will have here out on channel 1, and we will go to take the input 2 and go on channel 2. But what we need to do is to set here to invert, so it will be inverted the waveform and we will have a panning effect. Coming back here, of course, I forgot to tell you that if you wanted to use the panning effect, but this in general, not only in this patch, you need to set one channel panned on the left and one channel panned on the right. Otherwise, it will not work what I programmed here. And another thing that I want to do is with the joystick, that I want to control with the joystick the decay of the trapezoid. So I will set the attenuator about 5 because I think that is the good setting. So at 0 we will have the decay that we set here. Another thing that I wanted to show you is this effect that was going on the track, the original track, that is the LFO that is modulating the filter frequency, but in this case I need to detach the scope, so the LFO will not pan the sound left and right, otherwise the effect will not go correctly, will not work correctly. So now I detached from the scope, and now I will start again this sequence, and I will move this trapezoid that will not alter the cutoff point, and I will move the rate of the oscillator number 3, and I will increase the cutoff frequency. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was useful for you. The Syntrx is a great machine, great sounding piece of gear, and can make crazy sounds. So please subscribe to my channel, like, share, activate the bell, and see you next time.